Hello and welcome to Not Gambling Advice, the baseball betting show on the Just Baseball Network. It is a new month. It's Friday, September 1st. I'm your host, Peter Apple, and I'm trying to deliver you some MLB winners. And now in the past couple of days, 1-1. We didn't make any money, but we didn't really lose it either. Kind of. We lost juice. And not yesterday, though, because we had an underdog, which wasn't even close. But we had the Braves-Dodgers over. We're going to talk about all of it. How about some college football today? Remember, as we transition into this NFL and college football season, we'll be doing MLB picks, college football picks, NFL picks, the whole 9 yards. All we're trying to do is deliver some money into your bank account. That's all we're trying to do. Do you care what sport it is? I don't. I care about winners. Obviously, baseball is my favorite, and we're going to talk about it. Hello and welcome, everybody. Hello and welcome. We already have a good vibes going on in chat. Happy Friday, boys. Just re-downloaded Tinder and loaded the cappuccino into my system. Let's have a weekend from Devin Makes Music. Clap it up. Those are good vibes. Those are absolutely good vibes. But remember, all of this is brought to you by the Pikkit Sports App. Producer Cohen's going to drop the link in chat. Am I a little laggy? Am I laggy at all, people? People in chat? I'm looking at my screen a little bit. I feel a little laggy. Am I? You tell me. You tell me. Slightly? Is my audio laggy, or is it just my, because I see I'm a little laggy. I mean, I'm way quicker than this. You can't see it on camera, but I'm way quicker than this. A little bit. You sound good, Peach's video. Then we're good. All right, ladies and gents, don't worry about the laggy. All that matters is you can hear me, and the winners will arrive. All right? Pikkit link is in the episode description or in the freaking chat. Y'all know you want to see those betting splits. You do. You absolutely do. And the great thing about Pikkit, too, is they have these new copy bet features. So you can copy it and immediately bet it, or you can send it to other people. And it's a free app. Sync your sportsbook using code Peter to get entered into a raffle. Absolute no-brainer. On this show, I got you for an MLB pick. I got you for 2 college football picks, as well as a prize picks entry for today. We're going to have a good day, but first, and then, of course, everybody else is going to get picks. Let's recap yesterday. That was 2 days ago. Arizona, Los Angeles, under, cash. Colorado versus Atlanta, over 13.5. I thought it was a very big line, but guess what? Austin Wines told me to suck it. Let's Producer Cohen, let's go over the crap game first, and then we'll recap the good one. All right? Freaking Kyle Freeland. This one was so funny because, he wasn't pitching that poorly, but the Rockies were just giving it up to the Braves in terms of their runs. But what I felt was the most disappointing, I saw Kevin Pillar, Yabo tank to get us started. The Rockies were... the Rockies are so bad. Yeah, thanks for scoring. But they were in so many situations where they just screwed the pooch. And, the Braves just continue to ground out. But, that's what I was saying. I was like, the Rockies have this over. This might hit, even though they can't hit. Because they just keep allowing the Braves just to score as many runs as possible. Marcell Ozuna. Later ball. Orlando Arcia. Later ball. Look at this play. Look at this. All right, Producer Cohen, we can move on because the Rockies stink. We actually hit a bet, and Brandon Pfaadt did not pitch well. But what did I say about this man, Ryan Pepiot? Funny enough, they sent him down to the minor leagues after this because Shelby Miller is back, which I don't understand because Pepiot looked great. But Brandon Pfaadt, maybe it's next year that I start believing in you because this was not the start. On the road against the Dodgers, I got to be better than that. But at the same time, the Diamondbacks didn't put up shit, and that was what I was saying. I was like, if Brandon Pfaadt can at least be okay, this under's going to hit. And he wasn't even okay. He was bad. The thing is, though, when I was watching this start, I don't know if you guys watched this game, he was actually putting the ball in the right place. The Dodgers were just unbelievable. He was throwing these sweepers low and in, and they were just golfing it out. It was just I think he was probably sitting there on the mound, be like, I don't know what I could do against this Dodgers team. Tulsi is rating with a party of 5. Thank you, my friend. What's going on, everybody? So, 1-1, not ideal. Tulsi Raid, Parlay Safari, what's going on, my friend? Parlay Safari, shout out Parlay Safari. Dude was on an insane heater. I saw you on Twitter. Shout out Parlay Safari. And then what I also saw on Twitter today, both of us are in Miami, Ohio. I like that. Tulsi Raid. What's going on, people? Good to see you all. Let's talk some bets. Producer Cone, before we even get into the MLB play, actually, you know what? No. People come in here for MLB picks, then we'll do college football right after. Let's talk Pirates. The pitching matchup is Mitch Keller versus Dakota Hudson. We're going to travel to St. Louis at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. This is a big starting pitching mismatch. After taking 2 of 3 from the Padres, I am happy to fade this Cardinals team that never seems to put together win streaks. And Mitch Keller is back. His velocity is back up, which is important, and he's been looking better and better after each start, highlighted by an 8-inning shutout of the Cubs. His first start of the month went horribly, allowing 8 earned runs against the Brewers. But since then, he's been dynamite, allowing 7 earned runs in the last 25 innings of work against the Braves, the Reds, the Twins, and the Cubs. Why did I bring up those team names? Because 3 of those 4 teams, not including the Reds, so the Braves, the Twins, and the Cubs, have all been better than the Cardinals have against righties since the trade deadline. In the month of August, the Cardinals have a 103 WRC plus against right-handed pitching. It's fine. It's 3% above league average, but they aren't facing an average pitcher. Mitch Keller has a large sample now against this current Cardinals lineup, and the contact quality is very solid for Keller, right? Because it's one thing, like for everybody coming in new, we talk about contact quality. Like you can say, hey, this guy is 2 for 7. But what if in those 7 at-bats, the 5 he got out, all of them were lineouts, right? Sees him well. It's just sometimes a guy gets unlucky and the ball gets caught. So I don't really give a shit if you're 3 for 10 against a pitcher. I care about your quality of contact. And how do we measure that? Expected WOBA, xWOBA as it might be called. That's contact quality, strikeouts, and walks, right? So through 105 plate appearances, the Cardinals bats have a 314 xWOBA, a 255 expected batting average, and a 370 expected slugging percentage. And if you're like, well, that's a bunch of numbers, I have no idea what they mean, I got you. To put that in context, now, if you don't know anything about baseball, I don't know how to help you. But for anybody who moderately knows the game, Andrew Benintendi is a good example of a guy with similar contact quality numbers this entire season. Andrew Benintendi has a 311 xWOBA and a 370 expected slug. The only difference is Benny's expected batting average is higher. So basically what I'm saying is over 105 plate appearances against this current Cardinals lineup, the contact quality against Keller is the same as what Andrew Benintendi has done, the slap-hitting bad left fielder for the White Sox. If the Cardinals, though, because this is another key, if the Cardinals weren't hitting the ball on the ground or hitting it hard, I'd be a bit nervous, right? Because they are not striking out all that much. And Mitch Keller is a big strikeout guy. However, not the case. They rank 12th in ground ball rate, so they're below average in ground ball rate, which is a good thing for us, and 18th in hard hit rate, below average. That's a good thing for us, too. So they keep the ball on the ground more than league average, and they hit the ball weaker than 17 of the 30 teams this month. Keller is a big contact quality ground ball guy. He should pitch well today. Hudson, on the other side, is a pitcher that the Pirates bats match up well against. We've spoken about soft tossing righties who work low in the zone and how the Pirates have succeeded in these matchups, right? We faded the Pirates against Cole Reagan's high velocity lefty. What did he do? 5 no-hit innings. But Dakota Hudson and a guy like Bryce Elder on the Braves are not so different in terms of their pitch usage. They're both sinker, slider, fastball guys who don't throw anything higher than 91 miles an hour. Hudson, though, he's around 90 to 92. Elder is around 88 to 90, but Elder has much better command. The Pirates put up 5 runs on Bryce Elder, and they've seen Hudson before. However, it's tough to draw a conclusion from 32 plate appearances, right? It's just not a big enough sample to accurately predict an offense's contact quality against a pitcher, right? And 25 of those 32 have come against two guys, McCutchen and Brian Reynolds. And those two guys have struggled against Hudson. But like Ji-Hwan Bae and Jack Sawinski are 3 for 4. So but the Pirates overall against righties this month have put up a 101 WRC plus. So the Cardinals have a slightly better offense, not debating it, but the Pirates have a better pitcher. Now, if the Pirates were pulling the ball on the ground a lot, I'd be iffy, right? Because Dakota Hudson is a ground ball pitcher. However, they have the 9th lowest ground ball rate since the deadline. And they've been hitting the ball harder than St. Louis. They rank average. So St. Louis is below average. They're average. I'm not saying they're great. Let's get it going today. And also in the bullpens, right? Because I'm not taking the Pirates' first 5. Why wouldn't I fade the Cardinals' bullpen, right? I give the Pirates a slight edge in the bullpen occasionally, and that's today. Why? David Bednar, Colin Holderman, both available. Also, they have Ryan Baroque, who's been solid. 3.49 ERA, 3.71 expected. They have 3 arms I trust to get the job done. Now, Ryan Helsley, remember him? He's been on the Just Baseball show. We love Ryan Helsley. He's returning from injury today. Is he going to pitch? I don't know. Is he going to be 100%? Probably not, right? He's returning from injury. But regardless, long-term, big boost for them. It's going to be his first appearance since June 7th. They have Gallegos, who I like, but he's been terrible this year. And I'm not scared of anybody else. Like Andre Palante, he's got a 5 ERA. Cardinals are the better offense and they're at home. However, Pirates have the better matchup, better starting pitcher, and a slight bullpen advantage. I made the Pirates minus 120 in this matchup. Now, the line is flipped. I wouldn't bet on this if they were favorites. I wouldn't, right? We're looking for value. I bet on this because they were underdogs. Now, the line's flipped. Good for me. CLV. Good for me. It's about the bet hitting. But I bet on value. And now, if the model was obsessed with it, right? They're not. They're actually against me. They think the Cardinals should be minus 115 favorites. I'm going against it. I really believe in what Mitch Keller is doing right now. And he's so streaky. So if you pull in Mitch Keller's all of his data, it's not going to look as good because he has terrible outings and he has great ones. I think he has a great matchup today. So I would take the I would take the Pirates up to minus 105. Like as long as they're the dog in the matchup. Right? So it's up to you guys. It's up to you. Stream is laggy, I know. I'm trying our best. Peter, do you think Wander Franco is going to play? I don't really want to talk on that. With all due respect. Not betting on or against the Cards, just staying out of the way. I don't blame you. Don't blame you. I'm not a fan of them today, and I will be happily fading. Happily fading. Have a great stream, my man. Tulsi, thank you, my friend. Raid boss. I like that. I want to be a raid boss. I like that. Peter, can I interest you in Davis Schneider today? Yes, you can. Why don't we go over our prize picks entry, producer Colin? Why don't we do that? Brandon Belt's going yard today. I don't even care. Brandon Belt is going to hit a home run today. Now, right, dealing with a little bit of a back thing. But the manager, John Schneider, said that he would have been available in a pinch hit role on August 28th. It's September 1st, right? They've had a couple of days off. I think he's going to be fine. And Belt has sneakily been the Blue Jays' best hitter in the month of August, putting up a WRC plus at 189. Brandon Belt. And a 914 OPS post All-Star break. The Blue Jays also had a day off to adjust from Coors Field, right? We don't normally want to take a bat coming into Coors Field, but they had a rested day off. And if we remember, Brandon Belt's career San Francisco Giant. So he's played in Coors Field and had to adjust plenty of times. And he's also so much better against righties. 866 OPS versus a 544 OPS against lefties. Who's he facing? Chris Flexen, who won't strike out anyone. And that's key because Belt's main issue is his 35% K rate. Flexen also throws a ton of strikes, which is, again, key because Brandon Belt is good because, yes, he strikes out a lot, but he walks so much. So it's kind of negating both of those things, right? Flexen's going to throw a lot of stuff in the zone, and he's not going to get swing and misses. Belt's really good against righties. He's adjusted to Coors before. I think he's going to have plenty of chances to hit for extra bases today, whether there be a couple singles, and then he's got the Colorado Rockies bullpen to deal with, which I think at this point we've all seen, and they suck. So A lot of opportunities here. A couple hits, home run, double. I really like Brandon Belt over 1.5 bases today, but I also really like Jake Irvin under 5 strikeouts. The most likely outcome based on the line is he lands on 5. Now, is he? I don't think so. I think he goes under, but he's minus 180 to go under 5.5 strikeouts. But the model has him at 4.1. I totally understand why. The Marlins have the 5th lowest strikeout rate against right-handed pitching in August. It's one thing they do well, right? He was over this in 5 of 6 games until he faced the Marlins in his last start and only recorded 3 strikeouts. Irvin's K rate is still in the 19th percentile. He's not a strikeout guy. But the reason I think this is inflated is because going into this game against the Marlins, he had hit it in 5 of his last 6 outings. He was taking advantage of a lot of strikeout-prone teams, right? Go look at his previous starts. It's like the Twins and the Reds. It's all the teams who strike out in the top 5 in baseball. He faced like all of them. The Marlins are the complete opposite. So I think this line is overinflated. I think he lands on 4 or even 3. And I like it being on 5 because even the line is saying that like he's minus 180 to go under 5.5. So he lands on 5, he lands on 5, right? I think he goes under. So that's what I took. That's what I took. Jake Hazen, F you, Peter. Why don't you know what? Jake Hazen is going to come on and pretend that he was labbing, but all he did was look at Steam and fade it. So, yeah, I'm calling you out, Jake. You don't know ball. Let's talk about Central Michigan. Why am I taking this? Now, it's not going to be as extensive of a write-up, a read, because I don't know college football as well as MLB. So it's a half unit, right? And also, I just want to be clear. I totally forgot to preface this. I am personally putting a half unit on the Pirates. For the competition, I'm putting a unit because I need to keep up with all these people with 3-unit bombs. And normally I'd be at a unit anyway. But for me personally, I've not had a good MLB season. I'm down 9.77 units. On the show, I'm down only 2 because I've just been donating to every single fund on the weekends. So I have limited mine because you got to be able to manage your bankroll, right? If things aren't going well, there's no reason for me to overextend myself. Do I still see value on the board? Yes, I still saw it with the Pirates. But again, I've been seeing value and I'm not winning. So I have to at least lower the unit size. College football, these are actually half unit plays because this is my first full season betting college football. I'm just dipping my toes, right? I'm not about to get crushed betting my first college football season. But I still like these plays. I'll probably increase the volume, see all these different spots, see if my research goes well. But we're not going to live and die on half unit plays, right? So why did I take Central Michigan? Well, Central Michigan is returning most of its defense from last year, facing a Michigan State team that's filled with tons of uncertainty. Mel Tucker, the head coach of Michigan State, didn't announce a starter until, did he announce one? He had a press conference on August 28th where he said, we'll see who runs out there first. What? You haven't decided you're starting quarterback? Are you trying to hide it? That didn't make a lot of sense to me. Now, Central Michigan's offense is not great, but the defense still is, right? They're returning a bunch of starters from last year. Now, they're dogs for a reason, but over 2 touchdowns with the Central Michigan team, it's 5-2 against the spread since 2001 against this Michigan State team. Now, I've seen 14.5 in some places. I think it's down to 13.5. I don't know. I haven't checked the board in like 6 hours. I don't know. You tell me. But I think this is closer than a 2-touchdown game, right? Because not only it's a good system, college football, low total, big road dog. That means the team that's favored by a lot basically has to play a perfect game. I don't think they play a perfect game when they're, first of all, not that good. Second of all, they have uncertainty at quarterback. And everything I read about them tells me they're mid. Just bet the Braves here. For every game, you'll be fine, Pete. I see that. Are you betting hockey this year? No, that I actually don't know anything about hockey. Peter, how do you feel about Cam Collier? Well, I know he was drafted as like a 17-year-old. I don't know particularly how well he's doing right now in the minors. Everything I hear sounds good, but I haven't been keeping up on his development. So, I'm not going to talk out of my ass. But everything I hear is good. Let's talk about Miami of Ohio. Not the Miami Hurricanes. Miami of Ohio. Ohio. Do we have the graphic for Miami of Ohio, producer Cohen? We might not. Ohio is at 16.5 on BetMGM. I'm risking 0.55 units on it. First of all, this is kind of a market read. Everyone's on Miami Hurricanes, or at least that's what the betting splits are telling me. It's very, very heavy Miami Hurricanes, and it makes sense, right? You see Miami of Ohio versus University of Miami. You know how many people just open their sports book and bet the Miami Hurricanes to beat the hell out of them? Because you look at Miami of Ohio last year, and they were without their starting quarterback and Brett Gabbert for like the entire year, and they really struggled. Like, they're not that good of a team. But ask Arm, who's in the other room. I asked him how good Miami this year is, and he said they're going to suck. He said the defense should be okay, though. Like, I think this is a big dog, low total. And I always kind of like, especially in college baseball, I just feel like in college sports, when you got a little brother matchup facing a big brother, right? Miami Hurricanes versus Miami, Ohio. I know they're not in the same state, but I kind of just like the underdog here. I just feel like it's too many points. 16.5, that's too many points, especially with the public hammering Miami. Don't worry, football is everyone's best sport. Don't think anyone has ever lost money. Well, I'm not saying that. I don't know where you got that from me, but that's where I'm at right now. We took all those plays. We got the Pirates. We got Central Michigan. We got Miami. Wait. Nope. Wait. Bang. Miami of Ohio, 16.5. So we're going to roll with today. All right? Is it time to welcome on Ollie 1 unit? I think it's time to. Oh, no, we need a home run pick. Hold on, Ollie. Get the hell out of here for a second. Hold on. Hold the phones. I got to pick a home run guy. Bruce Cohen, can you pull up Ballpark Pal, please? And let's look at the home run. And I already know who it is. If anyone tells me Josh Lowe or Luke Raley is hitting a home run off Cal Quantrill, you can suck me. Nope. Why don't you scroll all the way back up to the top? Brandon Belt's hitting a home run today. Bruce Cohen, can you put the camera on me for a second? Brandon Belt is hitting a home run today. And you know what I saw? Guess who leads the game in home run odds? Brandon Belt. Give me Brandon Belt to hit a home run. Now we're bringing on Ollie 1 unit. Sorry, Ollie.
Yeah,
had to give the people a quick donation before I welcome you on.
Yep. Yeah, you're pretty good at that.
Hey.
You said it, not me.
You didn't have to agree.
You're right. I didn't have to.
All right, go ahead. Let's tell us how you're not going to donate. All your bets are going to hit. Oh, wait, are we aligned? Pirates? Is this donation?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Not going to lie, like, I've had a very good week. So definitely due for a stinker one of these days.
Okay.
Are we putting the plays up on the board or what?
Yeah, Producer Cohen, we got the Pirates here. There we go.
Yeah, let's flash a leaderboard real quick for Season Vet 91.
Let's do it.
Let's flash a leaderboard for Season Vet 91.
Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? Ollie 1 unit has just been avoiding the stream entirely. Thankfully for him, he just gets to sit there while everybody else loses. No, shout out Ollie 1 unit. Up 9 units is amazing because a lot of people have been putting 3 unit, 2 unit plays. Ollie comes on with half unit or 1 unit, has just been steadily building a bankroll. Now he sits in second place. Month left. Perfect time to go attack Javon because now Javon is busy and has work and is traveling and all these sort of quote unquote excuses. Here's Ollie 1 unit to deliver some winners. I'm excited to have you. All right.
Yeah. Nobody else works or travels or does anything. So
no,
we're chilling.
Yeah.
Pirates money line today. Just after a little rough stretch there, Mitch Keller is definitely all the way back, according to me. And that's really all that matters. So that's the cap in this game. I'm just backing Mitch Keller. Like the under 2, if you want a total in this game, I don't think the Pirates are going to score that much, but they should do enough to hold their own against just a team that is totally checked out, in my opinion, with the Cardinals.
Would you take them as favorites? I was saying I wouldn't take them as favorites. No.
Depends how heavy. Like, I'd probably take them up to like minus 120 or so, but anything past that today, probably not.
Ollie, quick posture check.
I'm chilling.
Play number 2.
The Astros are scoring first today. Listen, they have been crushing left-handed pitching. I think everybody has been hip to that lately. They get Carlos Rodon today, who has had a really rough start to the season, has shown flashes, but let's face it, it's just not there. And yeah, I know the Yankees have called up a couple fun, young, exciting prospects. So there's a little bit of energy, a little bit of excitement there in that clubhouse, but I just still don't think it'll matter against Verlander in Houston against right-handed pitching. Yankees have been struggling big time. I know it's kind of a different lineup. You don't know what you're going to get, but the top of that lineup should generally still be the same, right? I don't know if the lineup is out yet. Haven't checked, haven't verified, but I'm pretty confident Verlander will shut the door the first time through the order and give me 2 to 3 innings against Carlos Rodon with the Astros lineup today. I'm going to take my chances at basically a pick 'em to score first.
I think it's fair. I might have blacked out when you were explaining it. Who's pitching for the Yankees? Or no, Verlander. Yeah.
Verlander versus Rodon, yeah.
It's a good game.
It would be if Rodon was last year's Rodon. It would be a good game.
I still think just seeing Rodon is it's a good game.
Yeah, on paper it is, but I mean, he just I wanted the Red Sox to get him on the offseason. I was like, go get him. That's my number. After extending Rafael Devers, what I wanted was Carlos Rodon. And it's early in the contract, but boy, oh boy, so far, am I happy they dodged that bullet. He just hasn't looked the same. The Astros top of the lineup, Kyle Tucker, Bregman, Altuve, they should do some damage against him.
I wouldn't be surprised. Play number 3.
That's it. Just those 2.
Do you think you go 1-1 today? Astros score first, Pirates lose?
I'll take 1-1, honestly. After I had the over in the afternoon game, didn't pan out well. The Reds are just dead offensively. It's hard to accept the Reds and the Diamondbacks, how prolific and not prolific, but how awesome they were earlier on the season. It's tough to watch those offenses just be so complacent and so boring now. I thought they were going to get to that rookie pitcher making his a road start in Great America. It's not easy to do, but he pitched well, and the Cubs bullpen has been very good lately. So, 1-1 I'll take.
I like that. I mean, I hope the Pirates hit.
Me too. If I had to pick one, obviously I'm taking the Pirates so I can come out even out of this, but that's where we stand.
Fair enough to me. Sounds good, Ollie. Appreciate you coming on. Do you bet college football at
No,
all?
not. I don't cap college football, but I have 2 plays today. I'm taking Michigan State because I haven't seen anybody on Michigan State on my Twitter timeline. That's the cap. And Louisville, because why not? Plum's told me so. Why not?
I like it. I mean, Michigan State's not going to hit just because I'm on the other side.
I saw that you and plenty of other smart bettors are on Michigan State, but are on Central Michigan. But listen, week 1 of college football, smart people kind of get torched, and then they do the torching later on. So I'm gonna probably be a Dumbo and fade my Twitter timeline, taking Michigan State. Couldn't name one player in playing college football tonight. Could not name a single player amongst all the teams. 0. I know zilch about college football. Couldn't tell you a head coach on any team tonight, but those are the 2 plays that I'm playing. I'm 2-0 in college football this year. People don't want to talk about it, but I'll talk about it.
I'm 2-1. So you and I combined, we're 80%.
Yeah, by myself, I'm 100%. So
that's a good point.
Take that as you will. You're just bringing me down a little bit.
It's fair. All right, my friend. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Good luck, but not in the football, of course.
Yeah, you too. Good luck. We'll see.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Peace. Get out of here. Let's bring on Colby. Hello.
What's going on?
A heater. Colby Olson has been on a heater, ladies and gents. Flash that leaderboard. Flash that leaderboard for us. How about this? How about Colby Olson just a unit behind me? I mean, that just goes to show how far I've fallen.
Pete, I did the math today. I'm up 15.43 units in the second half.
I mean, it's hard to be much better than that.
It has been fun. It has been fun. But I also went through half the season being where you were in the dungeon and you just feel like every bet loses and bad shit happens every day. So
it's a tough sport to cap.
We will prevail.
Might as well tell you when you're on a heater what we got today.
Yeah, I got 2 picks I'm really excited about today. Let's start with the Rays. We're going with the Rays -1.5, -105. This one used to be a money printer. I remember a lot of people coming on here and taking Rays -1.5. I haven't seen as much of it in the second half because their bats cooled off. But today, I think for me personally, this is a must-bet game with Cal Quantrill making his return, his return off the IL. He was on the IL with a shoulder injury, but before he went on the IL, had a 6.45 ERA, a 6.07 xERA, and 13 starts. So just really poor pitching from good old Cal. And the problem with Cal is that he wasn't getting strikeouts at all. And even last year he wasn't getting strikeouts, but his strikeout rate dropped from last year, from historic lows to even worse lows. But in 5 rehab appearances, Pete, in the minor leagues, he had a 5.96 ERA. And even though he pitched well in his last start, I just don't think that Cal is going to be able to skate by a Rays offense that has been banging righties as of late. The second half, they have a 123 WRC plus against righties. You go down their lineup, you're getting guys like Josh Lowe heating up again, a 167 WRC plus against righties in the second half. Yandy Diaz a 156, Brandon Lau a 148. He should really be getting a ton of credit for what he's brought to this lineup in the second half. Brandon Lau, him returning from injury and being healthy and being the player that he was, 2 years ago was awesome for them. And then Isaac Paredes, Jonathan Aranda, all these guys are hitting righties well right now. And Randy Arozarena not been hitting well against righties in the second half, but has a 161 WRC plus the last 20 games. So I think he's just starting to heat up again overall. So I think that they're going to the Rays are going to be all over Cal Quantrill early. And then you have Tyler Glasnow starting, who has been one of the best pitchers in baseball. And I think he really is laying his claim to honestly maybe the best pitcher in baseball spot. He's right there, 2.2 ERA in the second half, a 2.6 FIP, and a 57% ground ball rate. He can do whatever he wants right now. Get strikeouts, get ground balls, be an escape artist when he gets guys on base. So I think that he's going to be able to limit this Guardians offense to basically nothing today. So that's the analysis.
Boo. All right, you started 0-1. Let's win that unit back on this next bet.
Yep. Don't want to talk about Cal. I get it. I was
not at all. Houston. The Houston Astros like to hit lefties.
Oh,
great. So you're fading Cal Quantrill and the Yankees. Great card. Yeah, why not? Good.
Well, there's a reason. I mean, let's talk about me hitting a -2.5 plus 135 bet on the Yankees literally the last time I was on stream. So I'm not judgmental.
I understand. I'm honestly more mad you're fading Cal than the Yankees, honestly. The Yankees are just I don't even care. I just care about Cal. No.
See, I went to this game and I was like, how do I want to go about this? I thought about taking the full game over because I am intrigued to see this new look Yankees lineup, with Peraza, with Wells and Dominguez in there. Maybe they catch Verlander, they get lucky in their first at bat against Verlander. But the more I think about it, I can't even cap this. I don't even know what to expect. I think it'll be exciting to see. But I'm just going to isolate what I think the Astros can do to Carlos Rodon tonight. And it's no secret that the Astros have been just destroying left-handed pitching, a 425 WOBA and a 359 xWOBA over the last 30 days. That ranks third behind the Yankees and the Braves against lefties. So the Astros have been right there with two of the other best teams against lefties. Chas McCormick has a freaking 261 WRC plus against lefties in the second half. Altuve has a 217 WRC plus. And then you go down, Jeremy Pena is third on the team in WRC plus against left-handed pitching in the second half, a 169 WRC plus. So when you're getting guys like Pena and McCormick to really be superstar level against lefties, and then you have your usual suspects still producing like Bregman, Yordan, Tucker, and Altuve, it really creates a lineup that is pretty unbeatable. There's not one weak spot in this lineup against left-handed pitching. And if Carlos Rodon was himself right now, Pete, which he's not, I would maybe think otherwise. But I really do want to dive into what Carlos Rodon has been dealing with and struggling with this year. You look at what he did in 2021, 2022, a 2.67 ERA and a 2.242 FIP across 310 innings, like legitimately in the top 5 conversation among pitchers, a 34% K rate, like just ridiculous stuff. And then this year, he's really been struggling, a 5.97 ERA and a 6.79 FIP, like stuff you wouldn't expect. The K rate has dropped to 20% so far this year. And the reason that comes down to his fastball. He just has not had the same fastball this year, a 60% usage on that pitch. And he used to be able to dominate with a 60% usage because he had a WOBA of 264 and 284 in 21 and 22, and a whiff rate close to 30% in 21 and 22. So this year, a 387 WOBA against and a 19% whiff rate on that fastball. So it's not even a velocity problem either. The velocity on that pitch is still the same 95.5 miles an hour as an average, and the slider is still elite. But guys are just hunting that fastball right now for whatever reason, whether that's location or he's just not getting the same life on that pitch. I didn't dive into that. I need to dive into that a little bit more. But it's clear that he's having a fastball problem. So I think the Astros bang lefties as is. But like when you're a guy that needs to throw his fastball a lot, because he's only fastball slider really, he's going to get beat.
I mean, it's one of the best pitches, I think, of the year. That was a great breakdown. Really, really good breakdown. I mean, you could go to sleep at night knowing that this is the right pick, whether it hits or not. Like, that was really, really smart. I really like that pitch. And you're right about Rodon. Like, when I was watching Rodon, his fastball didn't have the same giddy up. I bet if you looked into the metrics, you're going to see a lack of induced vertical break, right? The fastball that appears that it's rising. It's probably looking pretty flat right now. And guys are like, why would I swing at the slider? I bet if you look into the slider, the swing rate is probably down. Right? I bet it's in zone less. So why would I go chasing your slider? If I see that dot, if I see that bullet, the way that it spins like this, you can see that little like red seam bullet at the end. I'm just not going to swing at it. Beat me with it because I doubt it's in zone. And then I'm just going to hunt your fastball, see what happens. And I bet the vertical break is down. So the velocity is still there, but he doesn't have the same jump. And I bet it's because he's still not fully healthy. So I think it's a great pitch. I'm surprised you didn't maybe just take first 5 because you didn't talk about the bullpens at all, but I thought the breakdown of Rodon was extremely good.
Yeah, I mean, I really just – the only reason I didn't take first 5 is I really just don't know how to cap this Yankees team tonight with so many new guys in the lineup, and I just wanted to isolate the Astros. Like, I think whatever happens with the Yankees, if they score or not, the Astros are going to score here.
More than fair. More than fair.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Colby. Appreciate you.
But I think definitely first 5 is if you like that, I think it's totally playable and yes, there's value there based on this analysis. I see that there's a comment there. So
good shit, my friend.
All right. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Enjoy your Labor Day weekend, and we'll be talking to you soon.
You as well. We'll talk next week. Thank you, brother.
Absolutely. Yeah, we answered that question about the first 5. All right, time for Jake Hazen. Time for Jake Hazen. Who we got?
Yo.
How are you?
What's up, Pete? Kind of like a bum today. Didn't realize I until I was in the camera. I'm bumming out really hard.
You also, you and I like Miami of Ohio, but they moved from 16.5 to 16. You off them now because of Steam?
No, I don't really care about it too much in college football. I chased Steam on – I didn't chase Steam, but I happened to be on the same side as Steam on UMass last week. So, eat my shorts, kid.
All right.
No ball.
Well, let's talk about the Cardinals and why you like them so much today.
Yeah, man. I just really like Dakota Hudson's matchup today. Look at his run. No, I'm kidding, dude. Honestly, this far, boys.
Here, No, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say how I've adjusted during this losing season. I got all the way down to minus like 8 units, kind of same spot you're at right now, Pete.
Mm-hmm.
And then I adjusted and started respecting the market more and learning how the market's kind of moving. And now I'm up like 6 units now. It's been quite the swing. So I'm not longer in the red, but lock and chain. 6 units is not as much cushion as you want. But the reason why it's been working is because I've kind of changed my whole method of just not every pick I blindly fade Steam, but some picks I fade Steam and I like it for actual reasoning. For this pick, I just saw Mitch Keller go dog the fave, and I told myself, yeah, I bet the Cardinals. That's my reasoning.
Fair enough. Let's go to pick number 2. Mariners.
The fellas. The fucking fellas, dude. Yeah, I mean, Logan Gilbert is pretty damn good at baseball, but so is the other guy facing him. Kodai Senga.
Is Gilbert confirmed pitching?
Almost certain he was pitching.
I've been seeing TBD all day.
Really? I saw Gilbert. Let me pull up the good old baseball savant real quick and see what they're saying. Un momento. Let's see who can get it first. Well, my computer's taking a shit right now. You might beat it. Speaking of baseball savant, dude, what do you think about this new update?
I like it.
I
like
Gilbert.
it. Let's see. I see Gilbert now too, and they went up to -120.
I mean, the same thing though. Like, I don't really care, dude. The fucking Mariners are just a goddamn wagon right now, dude. I've been betting this team quite a bit during my hot streak. I mean, during their hot streak. And they've been proving it out. And I see Kodai Senga. This line, dude, I saw it last night. Not even fucking with you, Pete. I saw it at -150 with my own eyes.
For the Mets?
For the Mariners, they're -150.
Oh, and it got steamed down.
There's a shit ton of money against the hottest team in baseball with the poverty ass Mets. I will pay to find out if that money ends up paying out for the Sharps. Because I'm gonna have to see it, dude. Like, this Mariners team is, I think, the best team in baseball. And I'm gonna take this price.
You actually think they're the best team in baseball?
Yeah, they're the most complete team easily in baseball. Yeah, Braves lineup's amazing, but their pitching staff is fucking not even close to the Mariners.
Agree to disagree.
They're better. I mean, dude, Gilbert, Kirby, Castillo, Miller, then Wu in the bullpen. Miller as your fourth guy is pretty fucking impressive, dude. Like, this, and their bullpen's disgusting. Like, Topa has a lot of one run since the All-Star break. Like, dude, they have too many pitchers, dude. And their offense can just be just as hot as anybody else's too. If their offense is league average all October, they're winning the World Series.
I hope so. I mean, I'm fully invested in them, but like, I watched this Braves team. I watched the Dodgers.
There's some slight guys he hated on it when I posted Mariners make the playoffs at +235. Yeah, guess what, buddy? They're -600 now. Go and fade that, bozo. Fuck that kid, dude.
He's just an Astros fan. Relax. He's an Astros fan.
Hey, I have 3 units on the Astros to win the division, but it's kind of, as long as the Rangers don't, I still make money off of it. Since, like, who cares? Next pick. I just kind of realized no.
Next pick. Phillies.
Fading my team. The Brewers, my favorite baseball team. Gonna fade them today to show you I'm not a biased fan. So yeah, Freddie Peralta, dude, I fucking love this kid. I don't know why I call him a kid. I have an issue with that. Calling everybody kids when I'm 22 years old. I don't know why I do it, but I love this. I love this guy, dude. But the issue is, like, his fastball, it's kind of back. He's getting some movement. The fastball has some life. It was really flat all season. It's kind of why he's been getting lit up. But this Phillies lineup is just, like, they're on an insane tear right now, and I feel like nobody's really talking about it. Like,
160 WRC plus in, like, the last month against righties. Crazy.
Dude, they've been like Braves level like this last month.
Yeah,
I mean, the Braves,
because Harper's back, and when Harper's back,
his power, he's not a slap hitter anymore, which is nice to see for my eyes, because that was pretty annoying watching Harper be a slap hitter. But he's fully back. And Zach Wheeler, dude, I took a dive. I was out trying to, because I don't hit the lab anymore, chat. I was taking a dive on Fangraphs. The only time I hit the lab is when I'm trying to push narratives. And I was looking to push Kirby narratives, and then I looked at Zach Wheeler while I was doing it. Dude, this guy's probably one of the most unlucky pitcher in MLB this year. Maybe like he has like a 2.6. He's like a 2.8 FIP, like a 2.9 xFIP.
Well, yeah, because xFIP and FIP I don't love personally.
I love FIP and xFIP. That's my favorite.
Why? I'm just curious.
Just works ever since I switched to it. It's worked better for me.
Like in terms of picking.
Yes, in terms of picking, it's just worked better for me, gambling wise.
Fair enough.
Sierra is the best. Sierra is the best one, but like I'm not like, I don't know. I think it's more predictive, not more of a. It's not as good for gambling, but it's the best like evaluator. If you know what I mean, predictive ERA.
Fair. I just think FIP, like fielding independent pitching, it's more 3 true outcomes. Like how good is a pitcher controlling, keeping the ball in the ballpark, not walking guys and striking out guys. So Wheeler, low walk rate, high strikeout rate, doesn't allow a lot of home runs, but how's the contact in general, right? So I agree with you. I think Wheeler's been unlucky, but I don't think he's been the most unlucky pitcher
I said
in Major League Baseball. True.
One of. I mean, I'm not thinking. his ERA should be lower. It's starting to come back down, but there's a point he's a 4 ERA guy. I mean, he's starting to play into it more. So I guess right now, not really. But if I said that 2 months ago, sure.
Yeah.
I just think he's the much better pitcher in this matchup, and Phillies have better bats. And guess what? The Brewers got steam. Who saw that coming?
There's a very common theme here. Let's go to play number 4.
Padres are favorites. I didn't even know the
Padres are
pitching
favorites.
matchup when I locked it in. I did the same thing yesterday. I didn't even know who was pitching. Just locked in the Giants and just, somebody, saw that thing that Trent posted?
No.
You have to win. So there's this challenge that Covers does.
Oh, yeah. I did see that. Yeah.
100K on the line with the fucking Padres, dude. Oh,
Yeah,
my God. I couldn't imagine.
That's insane. I mean,
guy from Dakota getting mad, dude. What the fuck are you from, dude? Like, what does that
right
matter?
from Houston.
He's probably from Houston, dude. I don't like. All right, cool.
All right, we gotta get you off here before you say something rude. Before you keep talking.
I mean,
shit.
just because people live around more people, you think you're better. Like, is that how it works around here?
Yes. I'm from New York City. I'm from New York City, so that means I'm better than everybody.
What if I think a mass collection of people leads to just crime and grossness?
There's no crime.
I'll probably be right.
I bet if you look per the amount of people, I bet there's more crimes near you than in New York City.
No chance, dude.
Maybe.
No, because everyone.
Well, you haven't looked it up, so now we're just talking.
No, but it's self-governed. Like there's like, it's gonna that. No, I'm not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, but you haven't looked it up, so I choose what I want to believe now.
Just like the thing is, why that doesn't work. You know why nobody breaks into people's houses in South Dakota?
Why?
Don't just say because nobody lives there. It's because everybody has guns. Like, no one's gonna fuck with somebody here because everybody owns a gun, and that's why nothing happens. Everyone can defend themselves. That's why our crime's low. But next one.
Don't you just have 4?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I got to talk a little bit of college football.
Oh yeah, what do you like tonight?
Yeah, forgot about that. Yeah. So tonight I like a couple plays. Line with Peter in Miami of Ohio. Kind of same exact reason you are. They actually have a pretty good defense, by the way, and they're returning those guys. So I'm not sure if you knew that. I didn't get the time.
That's what I said in the pitch. I was like, they returned like almost every starter. I think they returned 10 of 11 starters.
Yeah. Good stuff. And Miami, they're just a pussy ass program. Yeah, you don't really follow college football too much. I do. I despise that program. They always have the hype and never meet up to it. They have terrible coaching. Their players are soft. It's a huge culture issue, which is a big thing in college football. And their culture is just bad. And
you want to hear a story? You want to hear a quick story? I'd love to hear a story. This was my biggest bet ever. So. And I could get in trouble for this, but I don't work for the Yankees anymore. So, like, what are they going to do? Fire me? I don't work for you. I was doing
defamation.
This is not defamation. I was doing the New Era Pinstripe Bowl. This was straight up. I felt like a fucking insider. So, the New Era Pinstripe Bowl back in maybe 2018, 2019, it was Wisconsin versus Miami. And I'm working the hotel where both teams are at.
What year was this again?
I think it was, look up New Era Pinstripe Bowl, Wisconsin, Miami. It might have been 2018.
Okay, so still in the soft era.
Yeah. This was when I was like 19 or 20. And I saw Wisconsin in this hotel. They aren't leaving their rooms. They're walking around in their attire. Like, they are as serious about this game as you could possibly be, as you'd expect from any college football program that is in a bowl game. Miami, they're going out, right? They're coming back from the bar at like 2 a.m. Like, they're never in their rooms. And I'm like, Wisconsin's +3 in this game. And then, so I tell all my friends, I'm like, I am putting, at the time, this is my biggest bet ever. I put $200 on Wisconsin.
Money line
+3, put 200 on +3. Well, hold on. Okay. The story's not even over yet. Put 200 +3. I never made more than a $25 bet in my life. Yeah. Put $200. I was like, they are covering at least the 3. Then I'm standing right near the bands, right? I'm like, and because I'm helping usher the bands in because I'm like on the field. And I'm just talking to the band members in Miami. I was like, what do you guys think of your team this year? And they were like, we are not winning this game. I promise you, we are not winning this game. We are terrible. None of the guys are ready. Everyone is expecting us to lose this game. And I was like, so I sent my friends another thing. I'm like, I'm putting another 100 on the money line. Guess what the final score was of that game?
They blew them out.
Why don't you just look it up? Look it up. New Era Pinstripe Bowl on your computer and tell the people what the final score was.
Nuggets.
35-3. They scored a field goal opening drive and score the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's hilarious, dude.
And I'm standing there on the field, shaking in excitement. I mean, that was like basically I put out if my unit back then was like $25, that was like a 15 unit play.
Dude, that's the best. That's the best, man. It's the best when you hit it, because like I have a similar story to that. I'm not gonna get fully into it, but I was betting like $20 a game, and then I got to I put like fucking $400 on Alabama money line and Alabama spread, 200 each, when they were +6 against Georgia. I think it was like 3-4 years ago in the SEC championship. Oh, dude, it's isn't the best feeling ever.
It's like
the
you
greatest.
feel like you solved the sport.
And the best thing about it too, Peter, is that all my friends who, like, you know how it is. You have friends that follow sports, but you talk about, dude, why the fuck would you bet that, you idiot? It's obviously yeah. My group chat was blowing up, but it was 10-0 Georgia. Like, Jake, you fucking idiot, dude. You just wasted $400 on it. And ended up winning the game like 35-10. Like, it was a blowout.
That's unreal.
It's great, man. It's great.
So Miami of Ohio is pick number 1. That's not a 15 unit mega max, but that's just a unit play. It's 1.
I do have a 35 unit sneak mega max tonight, though.
35 unit sneak mega max. Let's hear it.
Yeah, but my unit size is all the way down to like $3 for this pick.
Okay.
Whatever the math. I'm not gonna feel like good math, but another pick, I like Stanford. And Stanford, this is a really, really interesting game, in my opinion. I forgot who Hawaii played. Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's horrible. Like, that's not people like, oh
yeah. I bet on. Weren't we both on Hawaii against Vanderbilt, or did you bet on?
No, I wasn't, but I wasn't against it.
Okay.
Yeah, Vanderbilt's really bad, dude. That's not an SEC school. Like, they say that baseball, sure they are, right? Baseball, they're amazing.
Oh, baseball, they're amazing.
Yeah, but like football is like they're not at
bottom of the barrel, right? Yeah. Of the SEC. Yeah,
they're not. I wouldn't even say, dude, that they're below the barrel. Like,
well, bottom of the barrel, they're literally the worst team.
Yeah, but like there's another level for Vanderbilt compared to the SEC schools, dude. Like, they're like +40 in conference. Like, they're that bad. Yeah, trash. So I'm not really too excited about what Hawaii did against Vanderbilt last week.
You're not a Timmy Chang guy?
No, and like the thing is too, is that Vanderbilt lost a lot of their guys, and like they had like the best season they had in like years. They won like 5 games, and that was like historical Vanderbilt season. And that line was all the way to minus like 8.5. Stanford, I believe. Stanford isn't exactly Alabama either. Yeah, dude, no shit, huh? Like, the people in chat today, man.
I think you're coming in with just, I think because your baseball plays, it was clear. I mean, you're just fading steam. And then now people are like hearing what your football plays. And now it's like, well, does this guy actually know what he's talking about? Or are you just fading steam?
Well, this is not really a fade steam spot. It's just a
complete overreaction. I'm just saying what they're probably thinking.
Yeah, am I going to come on here low-K and just say, like, Stanford, same level as Alabama here? They should be -40 in this game? No, I'm not going to say that, but I just think the line was overreaction. I think they saw what they did against Vanderbilt, and they dropped the line all the way from, like, I think got touched 9, but I know it opened around 8, and all the way down to -3.
It was definitely over a touchdown to now a field goal.
It was. I just think it's a major overreaction. I think Stanford's a bad football team, not quite Alabama as some people think that I think they're at, but they're a lot better than Hawaii still. They still have some California talent hidden in there, not as much since, you know, it's so hard to get into school, but they're definitely have more talent than Hawaii. It is a little bit scary going to the island, but the Island boys, I'm not scared of them tonight. I think that's pretty overreaction. Boys. I think a lot of people are. I think Stanford is like surprisingly contrarian tonight, despite like it's, you know, Hawaii +3. But I think a lot of people are buying in on the Hawaii boys tonight.
I could see it. That game's gonna be fun to watch. See what happens. All right, play number 3. What else you got?
Tonight? No, that's it. No, I have one more. I have Georgia Tech.
Yeah, you have one more? Yeah, Georgia Tech.
Yeah, man. Georgia Tech. So this is a contrarian. I'm not going to give you any sort of football reasoning like I didn't on my last 2 plays. The main reason I like this play, I just contrarian spot here. Louisville is catching a lot of money. Kind of a little bit of that. I don't actually know who caught steam, who not in this game, but I just want to play the nasty, shitty ass Georgia Tech that gets blown out every single year in every single game. It's one of the worst teams in the ACC. Catching +7 at home, sure, dude. Now I'm gonna be a part of it.
Fair enough. Georgia Tech.
This low C guy, dude, is my fucking enemy. Like, you know how like arm. Like hates big whale balls, dude. Let's see, guys. My fucking enemy.
He Georgia Tech dog. He likes Georgia Tech.
No, I think he's like Georgia. I think he more put it like Georgia Tech dog. Like I think he might have said like that.
Oh, like dog. Are you kidding me?
That's what he said. He didn't think this guy's gonna start agreeing with me after I just started chirping him like that. Fuck no, dude.
Probably not. Well, hopefully you delivered some winners, except for your Cardinals bet.
It has a fucking guaranteed winner, buddy. Go ahead and just tear up your ticket, man.
Probably. Dog to fave. Missed. All right. Thanks for
man.
coming on, my friend. We'll talk to you.
Adios.
Okay. We only have.
Hi, Peter. Mid-major Matt is not currently available yet, so I just wanted to say hi. We're waiting for him.
Yeah, this is Javi. Oh, wait. This is Javi. He's filling in for producer Cohen, being very nice and helping us. Let me text him.
I don't know if you mentioned this already, but Jason Dominguez batting fifth. Do you have any takes on that?
Jason Dominguez batting fifth. Well, I'm certainly going to be watching the game. He's probably.
Hope he didn't take this into account, that the Martian has arrived and he's batting fifth. I don't know.
Let me see. I'm texting him in major. Let me see the lineup.
We haven't gotten him to respond just yet, so just keep that in mind. That is why I am here. Hello, everybody. I hope everyone doesn't have a mass exit because I've got on here. But yeah, so he's not here just yet. Hopefully he will respond to you. You just text him?
Yeah, perfect. Okay. I'm trying to find the lineup.
What, the Yankees?
Yeah, I just want to see it. I want to see him in the lineup. That's pretty sick. I love this. We got LeMahieu, Judge, Torres, Stanton, Dominguez, Volpe, Wells, Pereira, Peraza. I'm excited for that. They're not going to win today, but I'm so excited to watch.
Does that not just scream like one of the biggest payrolls right there? I mean, it just screams it. It's just like, oh, that's it.
They're playing their young guys. What's do you got a pick for the people? Any bets that you like today?
No, I was wondering though. Do you have any like little mini football talk that you're feeling? Not yet. No?
Well, we kind of just did all the college football stuff.
No NFL stuff. Not feeling it yet.
Not right now.
Right now.
Let's just. You know what? This is a shorter stream today. I'm trying to get home. I'm trying to get the people. Let's.
Okay. Want to give it a couple more minutes?
Get off the. Yeah, just it's freaking all the feedback in my. Big Pete, thoughts on Hawaii Stanford over under? Not particularly. Didn't really want to touch that game. I think Jake is kind of going with Stanford as like the. He's mostly going with Stanford as the. Like kind of contrarian, just like those games that are so polarizing. I just tend to kind of stay away from. But no, I didn't even look into the over under on that game. Judge fantasy under today per fills. Don't hate it. Yeah, you know what? Mid-major, it's taking too long. I want to go home. It's Friday. Shorter stream. Can you put up mid-majors picks? So he's on Oakland versus Angels, first five under 4.5 for 3 units. JP Sears Sandoval. I was thinking about playing this spot, honestly. I think this is a pretty good play. Both the Angels and the A's rank in the bottom 10 against lefties in the last 30 days. It's interesting. I don't hate it at all. And he's an Angels fan. Or is he an Angels fan? I think, yeah, he's an Angels fan. So he's obviously got a good read here. Peter's lying. He leans under. No, I mean, I kind of lean under, but not really. He's talking about Hawaii Stanford. Seattle, New York Mets, first 5 under. We got Gilbert versus Senga. Yeah, I mean, that's probably a pretty decent spot. Senga, if I'm not mistaken, really dominates at home. Yep, 264. Does Senga have splits issues? 562 against lefties. Lefty, righty, righty, lefty, righty, lefty, righty, lefty, lefty. Okay, so not really much of a split thing. I think he just probably thinks they both pitch well. I could see it. Wow, Senga's been unreal against lefties. Can't hit for power at all. 263 slug against lefties this year. Any other plays he's got? Oh, what do you got?
No, I don't have it. I'm just going to say next time I see some comments. Next time, if I make an extended appearance, I'll give a pick for you guys. I'm not a big gambling guy. I'm not a big I know it's not gambling advice and all that, but I'm not the biggest. I'm not very good at this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm a fantasy
Cohen,
football and fantasy baseball guy, but
producer Cohen is 1 in 5 on stream. So yeah, you're totally fine.
So I just need 2 correct, and then I'll beat him. All right,
I'm gonna say goodbye to you people. Javi, thank you, my friend. Yeah, he is 1 in 5 on stream. Ladies and gentlemen, shorter stream today. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it. We'll be back on Tuesday. We're going to be off for Labor Day, but I feel like we gave you guys enough winners, or at least we're going to try. Go Pirates. Screw Jake Hazen. Dodgers or Braves, just out of curiosity. I kind of like the over again. I just think these 2 offenses are meeting together, and they look like rocket ships last night. Now, it's kind of square, right? We just saw a big time over. Does this one go under? I don't know. What I saw last night, it looks like it's going over again. I don't really think it matters who's pitching at this point on either side, right? Dodgers just they kind of hit the shit out of Strider a little bit, right? There was times there where he was, striking out the side, but at the end of the day, you look at the Bucs and they still scored 4 runs. Then kind of whoever the Braves threw on their bullpen, it didn't matter. I still lean the over. And I would have a small lean to the Dodgers. Just feels like with the way these 2 teams are playing that it doesn't matter who's pitching. It's just going to go back and forth. Could be wrong. I didn't bet it, but those would be my leans. It would be the Dodgers slightly and the over. But thank you guys. We'll be back. Should I draft Bijan with the 4th pick? It's too early for him. Depends on your league, though. It's PPR. Appreciate you guys. Talk to y'all soon, but we got to remember, it's not gambling advice. Have a good weekend, everybody.